Happy Halloween and welcome to the channel. So I ended up making a prompt list for October of all the different things. So in this video I'm going to be going over what I did for my art challenge, some other fun pictures that are very Halloween themed, as well as I will be carving a pumpkin. So that's just going to be a little bit of fun. And yeah, let's start with this book. So I decided to do orange pages for my October challenges because I was doing everything in ink. I sort of had a first page where all the prompts are, so in the future I can keep track of it. Day one was bats. I just did a bunch of fun bats. Day two was pumpkins. I used my dip pen to do this. Day three was typewriter. Day four was dance. Day five was yo-yo. Day six was art. I sort of did not what my art desk looks like, but just another art desk. Day seven was magic. I love doing this little frog here. That was really fun to do. Day 8 was Hobbit. I love doing this smog. I tried to record this, but of course at the end it ended up blurry. Okay. Day 9 was dogs. I ended up drawing my dog Button from a live reference. And if you hear crinkling in the background, that's her playing with a toy. Day 10 was Minion, so I did the Minion Bob. Day 11 was science. I did a microscope. I used to love doing microscope work. Day 12 was Casper. Unfortunately, I did not watch Casper while doing it. That would have been really good, but I put it earlier in the month and I tend to watch Casper towards the end of the month. Day 13 was Jump, and I thought Tigger was a good one. I could have done my dog because she jumps like a Tigger, but I already did a drawing of her. Did bubbles. This was very interesting, trying to get the reflection of the bubbles. Day 15 was birthday, so I did a bunch of balloons saying happy birthday. I happened to go on vacation on my birthday and 2 days after, but that was really fun. Day 16 was cake, so I did sort of birthday cake. That was sort of a funny one. Day 17 was Niffler. I loved how the fur looked on the Niffler. It just was a pain to do. Day 18 was Owl. Thought that was appropriate. I had those two next to each other because then our little owl was carrying a message. Day 19 was Story, so I put a bunch of character names I've used in the past with once upon a time in a galaxy far, far away, there was a dark and stormy night. This last one was a Snoopy reference. One time he's told that it was boring, that he needed a character at the beginning of his book. So instead of saying it was a dark and stormy night, he said he was a dark and stormy night. So that was just my fun. I did camera. So from day 20 on, I actually just finished those earlier because I was sick after vacation, so it was very hard for me to catch up. So I drew this from my little camera, which is small but mighty. I did kite on for day 21. Day 22 was superhero, so if you don't know this, it's Doctor Strange, Captain America, and then this is Ladybug from a show called Marvelous, I think. Anyway, I think it's a really ingenious superhero, and I thought it was really cool, so I did that one. Day 23 was books, so I did a pile of books. Day 24 was alchemy, which was really cool. Sort of hard to do science and alchemy. I was going to do a chemistry set for science because I'm a biochemist, but I thought I'd be a little bit too close to alchemy. Day 25 was bubble tea. Oh, I'm really wanting some bubble tea now. Day 26 was Snoopy, so I have Snoopy on his typewriter. Day 27 was moon, so I just sort of decided to do a fantasy moon there. Day 28 was music, so I have a saxophone. I used to play saxophone. Day 29 was Tardis. This was hard to do on orange paper when you're thinking of something that's blue. So that was a little hard. So like I could have done a lot of detail, just my brain was not wrapping around it. Day 30 was jack-o'-lantern, which we'll be carving one later. And then for Halloween, it's a costume of a bat. So that was the fun things. I absolutely loved this. It didn't stand up to a lot of the inks very well, just because it's very thin paper, but you know what? It works. And it's falling over. I caught it. Let me try putting it away again. Well, let's try over here. Okay. Now here are some of the pumpkins I painted. So here's this first one. This was for October Sketchbox. So that was a really fun one. Then we have Art Snacks box. I did another pumpkin. So these two are a way of cartooning pumpkins that I love to do. Then, since the supplies went together really well, I combined both the Art Snacks and the sketch box into one, and I did a more realistic pumpkin, and I thought that was absolutely awesome. So here are just some of my plain pumpkins that I did. I loved it. If I was going to pick one that was my favorite, it would be this one, just because of the little bit more supplies of combining both the boxes. I was able to do something really cool. And the last artwork before we start carving is this one. This is from my November Art Snacks, which arrived on October 30th. You can go see the video. And yeah, I just wanted to do a painted bat. I think they're beautiful creatures, and honestly, just the supply was just such a neon color. And just for fun, I made it a little cartoony and that it was trick-or-treating. So yeah, that is some of the highlights of my artwork for October. Now let's start carving. So here's the pumpkin. The volume's going to be off while carving because we are watching some Halloween movies, but you still get to see what I come up with. All right, and I'll see you on the other side. So here is my pumpkin that I created with a bat, a paintbrush, a pencil, which almost looks like a sword. These were supposed to be little paints, watercolor paints in half wells or half pans. And then it was supposed to be a chisel marker, a brush tip marker, and then just another capped marker. So honestly, probably the best things are the bat and the brush, despite accidentally going a little too thin here. So yeah, I hope you have a happy Halloween. Thanks for watching. Thank you also to my subscribers. We got over 100 and I'm very happy. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, pumpkin running away.